Several months ago, I bought a laptop that I needed for my work mainly, but somewhere at the back of my head, I thought about the possibility of mining Bitcoin from my laptop as well. So after doing a little bit of research, I ended up buying a specific laptop that actually brings me an okay profit, and especially if we count return on investment, it is absolutely great. And now I'm filming this video because I am ready to share with you my results, and if you want to know what laptop you have to buy if you want to mine Bitcoin at home, what specifications of laptops you have to pay attention at. Also, if you want to find out how much money I make and what exact return on investment I get, then please keep watching this video. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Anastasia. On this channel I talk about investing, and especially investing for beginners. In today's video I'm going to be talking about mining Bitcoin at home. This is the first video of this kind that I made on my channel, and if you think that to be able to mine a Bitcoin you have to be a technical nerd or a crypto expert, then you are wrong, because I am none of the above, and yet I take part in the process of mining Bitcoin. I don't mine it myself, but I get the profit. So in this video I'm gonna explain to you how exactly I do this. So first of all, let me explain how I actually participate in the process of mining a Bitcoin. I don't mine it myself, but I lend the power of my graphics card for someone else who mines Bitcoin, and then they pay me money for lending them this power. They pay me in Satoshis, which is a part of Bitcoin, and we do it all through a certain platform. So my main asset when it comes to mining a Bitcoin is a laptop. You're not supposed to do it through a laptop. Usually if you want to do it professionally, you have to get a special mining rig. I never got to that point because, first of all, making a big profit out of mining Bitcoins is not my goal. Secondly, because it is quite expensive and more risky than just buying a laptop that you use for everyday life. And thirdly, because you need to have more knowledge if you want to mine it professionally and have really good money of it. In my situation, it is just like an extra income that I have completely on the side and hassle free. So for me, buying a laptop was completely enough. And when buying a laptop, thinking about being able to mine cryptocurrency through it, the first thing that you have to pay attention at is the graphics card that is installed inside your laptop. You can Google it yourself and find out what return on investment you will get by buying different graphics cards, but the best graphics card right now is NVIDIA RTX 3060. You can buy it separately or inside a laptop, but buying it separately recently is quite a difficult task due to the shortage of graphics cards. This shortage appeared because of the pandemic and also because more people decided to mine cryptocurrency or get back to mining cryptocurrencies after the bull run in 2021. But even when buying the graphics card inside the laptop, so when I was looking for my laptop, I also had some difficulties in regards to delays mainly, and in general finding the right laptop in a shop, and this is due to the chip shortage which is currently worldwide and was mainly caused by the pandemic. But for me, as I already said, buying a laptop instead of a proper mining rig was the best solution, so I went down this route. My laptop is ASUS ROG STRIX G15. But if you just Google it, be careful, because the cheapest versions of this laptop, they include a worse quality graphics card, so if you mine through that graphics card, your returns won't be as good. Basically, the cheapest version is not great for mining. The graphics card in my particular model is NVIDIA RTX 3070, and this is the graphics card that brings me the results that I'm going to share. My laptop cost me £1,600, but I ended up paying a little bit less because I bought it through my business, as I use it for business mainly, so I could deduct some tax from this price. After buying a laptop, these are the exact steps that I followed, and you will have to follow if you want to do the same if you want to start mining Bitcoin from home. After doing a lot of research, because there are many platforms that allow you to mine Bitcoin through the same process that I mine. Do you get it? No? Okay, that was not funny. So I chose the platform that is called Nicehash. For me, this is the best and the easiest site that can be used by all beginner miners. So first of all, I had to register on it, which was a very simple process, like on any investing platform, like for beginner investors, or like any social media. And after that, I had to download a special software that was actually mining the Bitcoin through my laptop. Downloading the software was a little bit troublesome because I had to let this program work through my firewall. But once that was complete, it was a very straightforward and easy process. You are given your own profile with all the information that you need, and you can start mining your Bitcoin simply by clicking the start button. You can make some minor changes on how your graphics card perform to be able to bring you the highest results and to use your graphics card to its most. You can do it manually, or you can do it also inside this program Nicehash and allow this program to do the adjustments itself. This has to be done because if you end up overusing your graphics card, your laptop may get too hot and eventually it will break. So if you don't know what you are doing, then I think it is much better to use this option through Nicehash rather than trying to do it yourself. But if you struggle to set it up, there are many guides and many forums that will tell you exactly what you need to do, and I will attach the links to my favorite ones and those that I used myself in the description box below this video. Oh, and by the way, if you have any questions, then please ask them in the comment section below this video. And also, if you get anything out of this video, then please click the like button below it, because it will help my channel tremendously. And I just wanted to quickly remind you to do it, just in case you forget to do it at the end of the video. So thank you very much, guys. So to answer the question of how much money you can make by mining the Bitcoin through this process, you have to understand that the income will vary massively, and these are the main factors that your income will depend on. First of all is the one that I've already mentioned. It is your graphics card. The more expensive and the more recent your graphics card is, the better the results it will bring. Second factor is obviously the price of Bitcoin, because Nicehash pays you in Bitcoin, and then you can convert this Bitcoin into dollars, or you can leave it as Bitcoin. It's up to you. But if you want to convert your Bitcoin into dollars, then obviously the more expensive the Bitcoin is, the more dollars you will get. So now when we are experiencing a little crash in the cryptocurrency market, my income is a little bit less than when the Bitcoin was at its top, twice less. The third factor is the country where you live and your electricity bill. In some countries the electricity is cheaper than in the others, which is pretty logical, I think. Living in the UK, I think I spend about 80p a day on electricity, and my laptop is on almost 24 hours a day anyway, because I work through my laptop. But if you usually don't use your laptop and you decide to mine Bitcoin through it, you have to leave it on constantly, so you have to include the electricity that you will have to pay for into your profits. The fourth factor are the transaction fees. The transaction fees, or gas fees as they call it, are the network fees that are paid by Nicehash. When the fees are high, you can make much more money, and the fees will be high when the currency is in demand or there are many transactions taking place. Considering all these factors, my income from mining Bitcoin varies from day to day, but averaging around £4 per day. It was peaking at about $20 per day at some point, and the lowest I saw was about $2 per day. You will see the sum that you earned in the last 24 hours on your dashboard inside Nicehash. And now let's talk about return on investment. So originally I invested £1,600, but after the tax deduction, and because I had an option of buying this laptop through my business, I ended up paying £1,280 for everything. If I count that on average I get £4 per day from mining Bitcoin, then I need 320 days in order to get my money back. On top of that, of course, I had to add the cost of electricity that my laptop is using. Now you have to remember that my laptop was on pretty much all the time anyway, but I used to turn it off during the night time. Now I leave it on during the night time as well, so that it can mine Bitcoin and make me money whilst I'm asleep. But the total electricity bill per day has gone up by about 30p. So we can say that the money that I invested into my laptop will come back to me in about 1 year. That's of course if the price of Bitcoin will stay the same. So in terms of return on investment, this was a very good investment. And of course, if you want to make more money, then you would buy more laptops or you would buy a proper mining rig straight away. But in my situation, I prefer just to have a normal laptop that I can use for my work and for other things, like watching the videos about funny cats. But after 1 year, everything that will come on top from mining will already be my profit. And of course, after several years, I will be able to sell this laptop, but I have to bear in mind that the graphics card and in general the capacity of this laptop will be used by that time much more than if I didn't start mining Bitcoin through my laptop. In other words, there are higher chances that my laptop will break sooner than if I didn't start mining through it. And with mining, of course, with all the advantages that I just mentioned, there are also some disadvantages and risks that are involved into this process. So here are some of the main ones. Well, the first risk is of course that the price of Bitcoin will go to nothing and then your profit will go to nothing as well. And this is something that you completely have no control of, and you have to think whether you are prepared to take this risk or not. Second risk is viruses. There are many viruses online, and of course some of them may get on my laptop, and the chances are higher whilst I'm mining the cryptocurrency. Third is not a risk but a disadvantage, because my laptop is much noisier because it gets hotter than during the normal work. Therefore the fan has to work harder, and it's not a horrible noise, but I wouldn't want to sleep in the same room as this laptop whilst it's mining. The fourth disadvantage is that your laptop has to be on all the time. If you turn it off, the mining will automatically stop. And if you have it on, then you can choose whether you want to mine it or not. The next risk is that your laptop can break. Any laptop can break, but the laptop that is mining Bitcoin has much higher chances to break sooner. And it may break tomorrow, and then of course it's just a piece of technology, so at the end of the day it will become a liability and not an asset. And the last risk that is not very relevant to England is good weather. In England we have almost zero chance of this risk. But anyway, in summer sometimes, very rarely, it gets really hot here, and so when the weather is hot and the temperature inside the house is hot as well, the laptop gets so hot that I am scared to continue mining on it, so I have to turn this process off until the evening when it gets a little bit cooler, and then I start again. And of course, every hour that I stop mining, I lose on some profits. So here you go, guys. Let me know in the comments if this was an interesting information for you. And if you are new to this channel, then please consider subscribing so that you don't miss the videos that I'm going to record in the future. Thank you so much for your time and attention today. That's it from my side. Bye bye.